Hey guys, welcome! I am Ashley Arrow with fxcosplay.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a wicked awesome crown. It can be used for Ariel, Elsa. You can adjust it to make it to any princess, bride, whatever you want for Halloween, cosplays, whatever the case may be. The first step that I always do is get a template off of Google, and or of course you can draw it yourself if you prefer, but just to make a basic template, I cut it out. And this is going to be my crown. I am taking Eva foam. It's a puzzle mat that I bought online. And I just traced on the template. The other things that I'm going to be using, a hot glue gun with plenty of hot glue sticks, a heat gun, and the heat gun is going to help shape the crown into a nice round shape. I'm going to use a Plasti Dip to cover and coat the Eva foam to fill in all the pores and get it ready for painting. You can also use Mod Podge. Either a spray paint or acrylic paint will work great, preferably a spray paint that's good with plastics. I'm using gold. And all this bling here I got at sillyfarm.com. And here is an FX Cosplay golden glitter. I'm going to use a penknife. All these things you can get at a craft store, and I'm just going to use my penknife to cut out my crown. If you don't have a cutting mat, easy thing to use, just a piece of cardboard so you're not cutting through anything and you don't dull at your blade too quickly. Okay, just gonna pop it out. Alright guys, so here you have your crown. It's all set and ready to be shaped and prepped. So what you're going to want to do now is create the shape of it. So you're going to take your heat gun, turn it on, don't burn yourself, and you're going to heat up your Eva foam. Don't overheat it, otherwise it can start to melt and not be great. But you'll just heat it, and then you'll just shape it, and you'll just want to curve it in the way that you want it formed. It's not going to be too hot to touch. If it is too hot to touch, you heated it up too much. And then you should have your basic rounded shape. So what you want to do next is coat it with Plasti Dip. So you want to go outside to a high ventilated area and just do a couple coats, maybe 2 or 3 coats. Make sure that everything is covered. You can also sand off any imperfections, go in with your penknife again and cut off any little nicks that may have happened and get it perfect. Okay guys, I have my crown here. It is shaped, it is Plasti Dip, so it's coated and it's ready for paint. You can use, again, acrylic paints. I have acrylic today, or a spray paint, whichever is easier and more convenient for you. And so I'm going to get started on painting it. I want to add some glitter. So as I'm painting it, I'm going to take my golden rainbow glitter, and before the paint dries, I'm going to tap it on there so that way it can stick and stay stuck onto the crown. We're going to do about 2 to 3 coats of the acrylic paint because it's a black base and it's a little bit darker. If you were using a white Plasti Dip, which is a little more convenient, that would only take about 2 coats to fully cover. Okay guys, so my paint, and I'm about the 2nd layer of paint, and I'm just going to add some glitter now. So the paint is still wet. So I'm just going to dump it onto the crown, like so, and just make sure I cover all the areas off. Okay, and then I'm just going to go over it again with the fallout glitter. And I'm going to turn it over. And do the same thing with the back. The back is a little bit dry, so I'm going to put another coat on the back and then do the same. What we're going to do now, let it dry completely, and then the next step is my favorite part. It's to bling and add all the gems and jewels to it. So we're going to let this sit maybe about 45 minutes, make sure everything is completely dry before we do that, so we know everything is going to stick on it very well. So what I did prior while waiting for this to dry, I took the template that I had earlier and I just laid out the jewels so I could get an idea of where I wanted them. And so I have my little template here, so I'm just going to use that and hot glue. I have some little pliers, tweezers work a little bit better, or anything that you can hold the gems with if you're using hot glue. E6000 is also a really great adhesive. So I'll get started and get this blinged out. Alright guys, I am all finished. Here is the completed crown. And it's so beautiful, I love it. Again, it can be used for anything, Halloween, Ariel. You can use different patterns to make different shapes for your crown. And you can buy all of the supplies on fxcosplay.com or sillyfarm.com, and tune in next time.